Welcome to the 18th week after Pentecost. It is Tuesday, September the 24th, 2024. This is the Manna at the Tap podcast, where we as a community actively seek the spiritual nourishment our souls crave. The daily lectionary readings, which we explore together, is the manna designed to nurture our spiritual growth and provide the sustenance our souls need. I'm Gloria, your fellow traveler on this spiritual journey, and together we offer and receive insights and interpretations from these readings, enriching our spiritual lives. Today's lectionary reading is from the book of Ecclesiastes. The rabbi said that Solomon wrote Ecclesiastes in disillusioned old age. He identified himself as the teacher, the son of David, king of Jerusalem, who had increased in wisdom more than all in Jerusalem before him. He was considered the wisest man in the world during his time. He also wrote the Song of Songs in his lustful youth and most of the book of Proverbs in his seasoned middle age. The book of Ecclesiastes reflects someone looking back on a life long on experience but short on lasting rewards. Solomon had the resources to pursue the rewards of wisdom, pleasure, and work in and of themselves. Yet, as you read, the writing suggests that he looked back on his folly late in life with regret. This can be a moment of instruction, pointing us to live a simpler life with the help of direction from God. Ecclesiastes is important because it presents a naturalistic vision that sees life through human eyes, but ultimately recognizes God's rule and reign. Like much of life, Ecclesiastes represents a journey from one point to another. And for Solomon, the start of his journey is stated in chapter 1, verse 2. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Nothing made sense anymore because he had already tried his hand at many pleasures and intellectual pursuits, yet he felt lost. Despite his disillusionment with life itself, God remained present. The lectionary reading is Ecclesiastes 4, verses 9 to 16. In verse 9, Solomon advocated for the benefit of a human community of plus one. Two are better than one. It is suitable for living and laboring in a partnership and being part of a team or a community. Why are two better than one? Beginning with the creation story, the Lord God created the man Adam and put him in the Garden of Eden to work and to take care of it. The Lord God said that it was not good for him to be alone. And so the Lord God made a helper suitable for Adam. Solomon added it was because they would have a good return for their labor. He offered three examples. The first is if either of them fall, one can help the other up. And it is also true, if they both fall, they can both help each other up. It is sad when one falls without one to lift them. The second example is just as practical. Lying down together is an excellent way to stay warm, but the person alone cannot warm themselves. It is better to be warm than to be cold. And the third example concerns strength and the ability to withstand an attack from an oppressor. Oppression is not pleasant, and one way to avert it is to have others help you to defend yourself. A team is always stronger than an individual. Solomon then added another illustration. He observed that a cord of 3 strands is not quickly torn apart. There is more value when a third strand is added to the 2 strands on hand, giving more strength. People are appreciative when foolish leadership is replaced by wise leadership. But it doesn't take long for people to take the improved circumstances for granted and wish for additional improvements. Solomon made observations about a youth and an elder. The wise youth left an oppressive situation and rose to the kingship through wisdom and being cunning. In comparing the youth to the elder, Solomon assessed the youth as better than the elder, who had lost his ability to receive advice. Good leadership requires excellent listening skills and seeking the correct answer rather than always insisting on being right in one's own eyes. People are fickle, though, and will not take long before the king's subjects will not be happy with the new king. That's because humans like to compare and want someone new and better. There's a struggle for power because those who are powerful use their power to elevate themselves and serve their ambition while opposing others. Solomon concluded, "This is all meaningless, a chasing after the wind."